Hi there, Libra. This is Chronic Joy Tarot doing your July mid-month update for July 2017. I hope everyone's having a good summer so far and that life is just rolling along for you. It's been a really crazy mixture for me of quick progress and then sort of idle time. Um, Yeah, I'm trying to get a better flow of it. It feels like it's sudden, sudden idle time comes, and then I don't know what to do with myself. But I'm hoping everybody's having a good summer. That's all that really matters. I've shuffled both these decks extensively off camera while I was calling the essence of Libra into the reading. And as usual, I'm going to use the Zen Tarot deck for the extended reading and one card from this oracle deck. It is called Earth Magic by Stephen Farmer. I'm trying to find, here it is. That's the oracle deck we're going to be using. It's a new deck that I haven't used on this channel. I've had it for a few weeks, and I really love it. Okay, so the guidance for you right now, Libra, is vulnerability. The meadow. The wide open meadow that just has so much expansive space to take in the sun and watch things grow and allow just allow for that sort of deep breath, deep exhale. Vulnerability is going to be what we focus on for you right now, Libra. Okay, so let's see what this means. I'm feeling it could go in a couple directions, but let me see what card we have here to start with. Oh, the Fool. Okay, this is your starting point, Libra. So this doesn't mean you're foolish. It means either you are in a place where you're just taking life as it comes. You've maybe come just past a big shift in your life, and you're sort of now just exhaling and allowing the vulnerability to be there, allowing room for whatever comes. And the Fool likes to act in the moment. The Fool likes to live right in the moment without really concerning himself too much with what comes next, or not really putting an action plan into place as far as what comes next. Which is what you're either where you are or what you're guided to do here at this time, Leo. We think that we have a certain amount of control over the events in our life, and that's really just an illusion. And so really pulling down into the moment, spending time in that meadow, allowing for your vulnerability is really your best action right now. It's okay. We tend to want to always be go, go, go and assert ourselves into our schedules and our plans and our life. And sometimes that just exhausts you. It could exhaust you. And what you're guided to do now is just take it easy. Just wait and see what comes next. Don't make it happen, right? The energy that might stop your progress this month is the outsider. This is the feeling of being put aside or set separately from your desires. So say you have a desire that you want to achieve, or a goal you want to accomplish, or a place that you want to be in, and you feel like you're not even close. You're not even close to getting there. You don't even belong, thinking that you could even get there. What business is it of yours to try to get there, right? That kind of a separate feeling that you'll never get to where you want to be. And that's really a fallacy. If you see this little boy looking through the gate at the beautiful rainbow world, he just wants to go there, and he feels so pulled apart from it and like he'll never get there. But that lock, if you look at the lock on the chain, it's not even engaged. So all he really needs to do is open the gate and walk toward his desire. So for you right now, Libra, I'm sensing that you have a achievement or a goal or an outcome in mind, and you feel like you'll never get there, and that it's just impossible to even think of how the steps to take to get there, how you'll do it. And so that really ties into this theme right here, the vulnerability. You're tied, you're guided to not take any action, to just allow those feelings of uncertainty to sit with you and acknowledge them. Acknowledge that, I'm a vulnerable human being, and the things that I desire may or may not come about, and I'm willing to take the risk to see, if, I'm willing to, take the risk and wait for it. Yeah. Okay, this might have something to do with a relationship. Or this might have to do, let's see, I pulled the Lover's card, and this may have to do with a relationship that you want to see come to fruition, or you want to see a result happen within that relationship. I say that if you just settle back into the moment and be the fool for a while, and let each day and each moment come as it comes, and be fully in it and enjoy it, that your outcome will happen. It will be fine. What you're seeking will come about. This also could mean that, because this card to me also depicts the highest form of love, which is compassion. And I'm feeling like this might be a guidance for you, Libra, to turn to have more self-compassion towards yourself, and to let yourself have that vulnerability, to let yourself to let yourself be uncertain, and allow for that sort of rainbow world on the other side of the gate to make its way to you. Be that fool, stand in your place, see what life brings. Don't take too much action, and love yourself in the process. Love yourself for all the decisions you've made up until now, and love yourself for the person that you are, and love yourself for being uncertain and not sure of yourself, and being vulnerable, and maybe, being willing to take a little risk and open up, that place in you that many don't usually get to see, Yeah, so that's the foundation of the reading. I'm feeling that you definitely have a, something on your mind that you want to get to, a state of being, a relationship with the person, maybe it's a job accomplishment, but something that you have in mind that you want to achieve. I don't think you need to, at this point, and this for the next couple weeks, you don't need to do anything about it. Just allow things to unfold. Allow it to come. Okay? Yes, you're headed for a big transformation. So these steps here, calming, taking a pause, taking a breath, loving yourself enough to, sit with the feelings that come up, it's going to create big changes for you personally within yourself. The left side of this reading are internal energies, and energies that others may not be aware of, but that you are. And then the outside is the right side is how it shows up in the world, the external forces, the external energies. So you're in for a deep shift within your spirit if you allow yourself that time and that self-love to just sort of hold steady right now. Okay? In the outside world, your guilt, oh my goodness, your mind is being clawed at by all those guilty feelings. Now, I'm not saying you have anything to be guilty about, but what I'm saying is maybe all the should have sentences that go through your mind are coming, are there. I should have done this, I should have done that. Maybe I should not have spoken to so-and-so, or whatever. Those need to be wiped away, because there is nothing to feel regret about, to feel guilt about. You are on your path. You're on your perfect, beautiful path. And you're making changes. You're making changes internally, and they will show up externally in your life eventually. But continue to focus on your truest self and what is the right thing for you at this time. Okay, the sense of abundance is on its way to you. If you're not feeling this already and looking around and seeing what richness your life has, in it all around you, then I'm not talking just about financial abundance. Abundance can mean, it does mean a number of things. Abundance of love, abundance of connection with others, just the planet itself, going out into nature and seeing this just wondrous space that we live in with everything, life just continuing to happen. The birds are flying and they're creating nests, and they're, the trees are thriving and the flowers are blooming, and that there's abundance in that, just in our surroundings. And then your own life. This is also an internal energy. So maybe within you feel a swelling of the goodness and the richness that's coming in your life. Allowing yourself to sit with that and be with the feelings that are there will create this sense of, wow, I'm really lucky. You have a sense of appreciation for the life that's in front of you. Okay, and in the next couple weeks you might feel, because we said go ahead and drop down into the moment, let life come to you, don't assert too much into your action plan right now. The life might feel a little ordinary, a little, there's nothing wrong with being ordinary, because life as usual has beauty to it as well. Like I said, look at this figure is walking in nature, gathering the flowers. That's pretty ordinary. That's pretty, but it's also dealing with the life that's there. If the flowers are blooming and I want to pull them in and bring them into my home and beautify my home, right? That's a pretty ordinary thing to do, but there's beauty in that. There's richness in that. And then also I pulled the card called aloneness. This isn't loneliness. This is solitude. And the difference between that is that loneliness is the absence of another, and solitude is the presence of yourself. And this is where you are now, Libra. You have yourself to rely on. You're going down your road. You're doing just fine. Anything that you want will come to you if you just relax, sink into the vulnerability and that uncertainty of these things that you want to see come about. Don't go into the negative, though. Vulnerability doesn't mean weakness, and it doesn't mean I can't have what I want, and so I'm not worthy of the things I want, and so that's why I feel vulnerable. It's not that. Vulnerability is the willingness to witness those feelings of uncertainty, and that feeling that opening up your heart is risky. Opening up your heart to others, opening up your heart to yourself, that self-compassion card we talked about. There's a risk for some of us to fully be in the emotions that we are experiencing. We feel afraid of it and we want to run away. If we feel sadness, we want to find something that's going to make us happy and grab for it. Well, right now, you're being guided to sit with what is there and allow space for it. Okay? And stop feeling guilty. Okay. All right. I hope that you got connected with this reading. As you can tell, my readings are not predictive. They're not telling you, there's a figure in your life that's going to come about and show up and then leave. Or I'm not talking about anyone else in your life except you. You have your events and you have your experiences and you have your relationships. And my readings are about your personal and spiritual development to continue to expand and grow your awareness and your connection to your higher self. So they are a little different than traditional tarot, but I'm hoping you enjoy them. Okay? Thank you so much for your likes and shares and comments and all the ways that you engage with my channel. I love doing this and I love having you here. Take good care, Libra, and I will see you or talk to you in August.